What's going on, everyone? So, this episode of Ghost Adventures was rather interesting. The Ghost Adventures crew traveled to a former mining town. You know, it couldn't be a full season of Ghost Adventures without them investigating some type of old mining town. They basically do like 50% of their investigations at some old gold mine or some type of mining town. Leave a like down below if you noticed that. But yeah, they traveled to Cerro Gordo, a ghost town in California. This ghost town has so many murders along with a collapsing mine that happened that killed around 30 or 35 people. So the crew head out and traveled this long dirt road between these intense mountains with no guardrails. And if you see the visuals of that, I mean, you'll get goosebumps being up that high, knowing that one wrong turn could leave you left for dead. And a funny thing that happened before they pulled off and went up the mountain, Zach was driving and he hit a boulder. I thought that was kind of funny because that Jeep he was driving, it looked nice, man. I'm not going to lie. And just to see him run into that boulder, I was like, wow. But anyway, they arrived to the destination and they interviewed this couple who have experienced some violent spirits whenever they stayed over. And also, a caretaker has also experienced some paranormal activity going on. But one thing that stuck out to me was when Zach had sat down with the computer engineer and he said that he had captured some kind of EVPs of child voices. Now, the thing is, he captured these child voices when no one was in town. It was only 4 people total. So where could these child voices come from? And then later on in the episode, Zach had went out and tried to find some objects that were left during that time. And he found some cool stuff, and other stuff was just like nails and nothing significant. But I thought it was funny because Zach, everywhere he walked, he was like, is it a snake over here? Could it be a snake here and there? I was like, come on, Zach. But I'm the same way, though. I don't fool with snakes or nothing of that nature. Snakes, spiders, I can't do it, man. But yeah, while Zach was doing that, Billy and Aaron was trying to get footage deep down in the mine shaft. And during the lockdown, some strange things happened. They captured a light anomaly hovering over a bed. And then Billy swore that something pulled the fishing line that they had deep down in the mine shaft. However, I was a little skeptical about that. I'm sure the recorder had a little weight onto it, and it's impossible to keep anything perfectly still on a fishing line. But hey, they captured a great EVP, and it sounded creepy as hell too. And then outside, on the way to the old hotel, Zach captured a ball of light hovering over the mountain, and then suddenly it disappeared. And once Zach and Aaron arrived at the hotel, they did an EVP session, and what they got was, they got an EVP response that said, "You both just walked to me." Now, I find it hard to try to make that out when they replayed it, but I don't know how they came up with that. Comment down below on whether you thought that EVP was clear like they said. But anyway, they had another response, and it was through the obelisk, and it said slain. Now, the person they're referring to is the person who was shot and killed. And early in the episode, you can see the blood on the wood floor still. So you bet that it's a lot of energy still stored in that place. But where things get interesting is towards the end of the episode. So they had these cameras outside, and actually they captured this full body apparition earlier on in the day. And when they captured this full body apparition, I was like, this has to be top 5 most compelling evidence in Ghost Adventures history. Hell, in paranormal history. I mean, they captured this full body apparition and it looked like somebody was walking down a hill, and it looked like one of the miner workers. That's just my opinion, but overall, it was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it, and like I said, man, that was some cool evidence that they captured. Probably top 5 in Ghost Adventures history. So let me know down below, did you guys like this episode or did you dislike it? Also, give your thoughts on the apparition that was captured. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you love anything Ghost Adventures. I have a lot of Ghost Adventure topics, a lot of horror movie topics. So if it's something you're interested in, please check out my channel and subscribe. Be safe. Peace.